This is KHQA Sports.
Well, happy Halloween, ghouls and goblins, and welcome to this Fright Night edition of Sports Final. One of my favorite weekends, maybe my very favorite weekend of the entire sporting calendar. We had regional championship volleyball on Thursday, district semifinal football tonight, which is always fun, and a huge day in the first round of the Illinois playoffs coming up tomorrow. But our concentration tonight is Nemo, as I mentioned, and some outstanding showdowns, including a rematch tonight between Hannibal and Mexico. First time around, miracle comeback in the fourth quarter, 27 unanswered points from the Hannibal Pirates to beat Mexico 27-26. The Pirates down 7-0 at the end of the first half. The second half kickoff would go awry quickly, unfortunately, for the Pirates. DeMilo Nunley, and he's about to get on his horse and run down the sidelines. A little bit of a tightrope act, but he pulls it off. 91 yards of goodness from the Bulldogs to extend their lead out to 14-0. They were not done scoring. Next possession for Mexico, Karsten Eckern from 21 yards out, in for the score virtually unabated to make it 21-0. Will the Pirates have another comeback in them? Well, it starts right here at the end of the third quarter. Shamar Griffith, 21 yards of goodness to make it 21-7. Facing fourth down, Mexico back in near the Hannibal Pirate red zone. How about this beautiful stop right here from Jerry McBride? Oh my goodness, bringing the fury right there to turn the ball over on downs, and then Hannibal goes deep playbook. How about the flea flicker? Dalton Overstreet to Shamar Griffith again. That, my friends, is a huge gain. In fact, it's a touchdown to make it 21-14. Deja vu for the Bulldogs all over again. They're going to let it slip. It got even worse. They were going to go ahead 2 touchdowns right here, but the strip by Jerry McBride, recovered by Mika Tanganyika, and Hannibal has one last gasp at life. But on fourth down with 2 minutes left, the Pirates are forced to put the ball into the air. Desperation, 4th and 12. Not going to happen for them. Mexico finally gets done what they couldn't do the first time around. They end Hannibal's season. 21-14 is your final. Better news, we were guaranteed a winner in Class 1, District 1, over in Titletown between Twain and Monroe City. 2 teams that really just love to smash mouth the football at each other, and they would do that to great effect tonight. It would start, though, with defense. Strange play calling right here. Interesting, we had Mr. Elledge going to the air, trying to do the halfback option pass, intercepted right there by Mr. Taryn Ritter, and that would set up this. Beautiful play action passing the other direction. Who saw this coming? Brandon Devlin to chase Penowell wide open for 21 yards. Penowell in to make it 6-0, and then it's the big fella. More traditional Monroe City fun right here as Logan Minter goes in to make it the 2-point conversion, 8-0 at that point. Twain, though, would answer right back. Gotta love Tyler Elledge. No one better at the cutback move. Wow, does he do counter well. Wonderfully done right there, and the move is stillness for him. Big pickup. Sets up a little, oh, look at this, a little jet sweep action from Landon Berry. Another big pickup for Twain on down into the red zone, and that would set up Elledge from 6 yards out for the score to cut the lead for Monroe City down to 8-6. Then Monroe City would go nuts. Rest of the game belonged to the Panthers in this one, and they look darn good doing it. Tara Garner doing Tara Garner-like things right here. Look at the balance as he rumbles over people to make it at that point 14-6, 2-point conversion. Devlin again, this time to Jonathan Shuck, who is giving us highlights every time we put a camera at him this season. Great stuff from him, makes it 16-6, and then after a botched fake punt by Twain, more. This time Logan Minter, the big fella, in for the score. All Monroe City as the Panthers get it done. They win 56-18. Up next for them, they will take a puncher shot at trying to take out the best team in the state. That is Valley, who won tonight over Perryville St. Vincent. Final count in that one was 69-7. More in Class 1A, this time District 5, South Shelby Paris. Very anticipated game. South wastes no time in this one. Brett Threckled on the quarterback keeper, and he is gone. Kid is so quick. He's quicker than a hiccup. Made it 7-0 at this point. Second South Shelby drive. Threckled again moves South Shelby close to the end zone right here with another big keeper, and it was a huge night for the big fella, Trace Windsor. Wow, just pulverizing the heart of that Paris defense right there to make it 15-0. Paris, though, about to answer back, get back into this game. Kyle Pupkis up top, hook it up with Lane Forrest. And Paris would not go gently into that good night. Again, it's Forrest, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving. Big time from Kyle. Nice catch. touchdown, wonderful cutback, and wow, Forrest gets it done. But from the rest of the way on out, all South Shelby. Moore, this time Threckled to Windsor. I tell you what, Trace Windsor may be your player of the year on a runaway. The route he's going, wonderful move in for the score. All Windsor all the time. South Shelby in a blowout tonight, 56-18 the final there. Up next for them, a showdown with Milan, who ended Knox County's season. Second win of the season for Milan over Knox. Final count in this one would end up being 42-14, so big showdown coming up next weekend. I believe that game is at Milan. Not quite certain of that, but I believe at Milan, South Shelby will go there. And now we'll go to Will.
Well, coming into districts off a 2-game skid, then shutting out Clark County. Palmyra looking to get back on track tonight with the same type of defense against North Callaway. Let's take you to the highlights if we can right now. Kevin Miles' boys, they were up to the task tonight on the road. The Panthers simply came to play. Panther D forcing turnovers early in this one. A.J. O'Brien going to fall on top of it. They'd be in business from there. And Skylar Klein, oh, did he have a night. 3 touchdowns through the air. Here's one of them. Takes it far sidelines into the end zone right there. Beautiful looking stuff from him. All the Panthers loving that one. How about another from Mr. Klein? Screen pass here up the middle. Going to break some tackles. Nobody can get him down. Far sideline again into pay dirt. We're going to finish you off with a little Philip Bland INT. Palmyra does the job tonight. 36-0 over North Callaway. Leaves no doubt about it. And they would take on the winner of Bowling Green Van Far in the district quarterfinal. Not too far away down the road. The Bobcats win the regular season matchup 56-0. They were ready to roll from the get-go in this one. Early fumble by Van Far. Bowling Green already up 7-0 at this point. Can't give him this kind of field position. Jacob Nieweier, he's going to go in 1 yard out right there. 14-0 in favor of the Bobcats. Van Far, they'd respond, though, having success through the air in the first quarter. Lucas Robinson finds the junior. Nick Barnes, he goes up, snags that one from 2 Bobcat defenders right there. Makes it 14-8 with a 2-point conversion. Now, you're probably saying, where's Adam Holt in this highlight? Well, here he is, folks. Coming right at you. Then he's going to cut across the field. And look at the speed. High knees, far sideline. He can just do it all. He's going to get pushed out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line right here. That would set up Caden Jenkins. He would go in from a few yards out. Bowling Green up 22-8 at this point. The Indians still trying to keep in this one. I mentioned they had some success through the air, I should say. Robinson to White, McDowell. That makes it 13-14 right there. Niemeyer, he's going to finish it off with a 68-yard touchdown run. Bowling Green, no problem tonight. 71-20. They will take on Palmyra next week. Let's head up to Iowa for a little bit of volleyball action.
Hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Excuse me, Chris.
Scores, buddy.
I'm excited. Michaela Fecky tonight, you know?
Let's talk about Class 3. We've got good news and bad news. Macon's still alive, winning an OT tonight, double OT, 20-19 over Christian. They will take on the number 1 seed Orchard Farm, who ends Centralia's run 35-13. Now you're up, Will.
All right, now we'll head up to Iowa. Michaela Fecky, she is just as good as it gets. Her and the girls just going after it in this one. How about McFecky right here? Just unbelievable stuff. Slams that one into the woodwork. Fecky again playing a little catch right here. How about this one? Boom. I would not want to get in front of that. Holy Trinity Catholic up 5-1 at that point. And then Fecky, how about the placement here? Cross court, no problem, just inside the line right there. Madeline Orton had herself a nice game as well. She's going to get the kill right here. Slams that one right into the defender cross court. Holy Trinity Catholic leaves no doubt about it. 3-0 the final tonight. They get it done. And Holy Trinity Catholic will play Moravia for a chance to go to state as they sweep tonight 3-0. That game on Wednesday, 7 p.m. And tomorrow, there's a big game over at 10th in Jackson. Here's Chris Stewart to tell you about it.
I'll tell you what, the Raiders will take on Stanford Olympia, a team that comes in with some real considered skill position weapons, according to Bill Cannell. Q&D getting off the bus after, 44 hours last week to Florida. But the Raiders, they're poised, they're ready, and they know what the task at hand entails.
Well, they got a great quarterback. The kid can throw the football. He's got about 1,300 yards throwing. He can also run the football. I think he's got 600-700 yards on the ground, so he's capable of doing both. But, all-purpose-wise, he's got near 2,000 yards. So, we've got to make sure we know where number 3, the quarterback, is. And then he's got 2 great guys, number 1 and 2, that he throws the ball to and hands the ball off to that can also do some special things. So, we've just got to do, again, Chris, what you've seen the last 8 weeks. I mean, there's going to be nothing special. It's a one-page playbook. I mean, it's just run the football, keep the clock going, and then again, we've got to get them 3 and out and not make special team mistakes. If we do that, you have success. If you don't do it, then things could go south pretty quickly.
And now here's Will to talk about Quincy High's tasks tomorrow on the road in Chicago.
Right. QHS in action tomorrow up south of Chicago, taking on Providence Catholic. The Celtics ranked #1 in the state with a handful of Division I commits. Rick Little's squad not focused on last year's outcome, just executing what they need to do to win.
We know we got a great opponent, and I think whenever you do, you focus more on you than them. And certainly we're going to, follow our scouting report and know their strengths and weaknesses. But it's really about us and how do we, play our best football. With us, we're going to try to control the football. That's something that we're going to try to do, keep it out of their hands. And so when we talk about fast start, we don't got to score quick, but we just got to maintain drives and get first downs and hold them from getting big plays. And that would probably be our definition of a fast start. We got 2 Division I wide receivers. The Boykin kid going to Notre Dame, and then also the receiver going to Iowa. So those are 2 guys, obviously, that obviously we're very familiar with and know their strengths. But to me, I really think it's going to come down to from tackle to tackle. Like most football games, we got to be physical. And if we're physical at the line of scrimmage, we have a chance. If we cannot match their physicality, then it's going to be a long day. But they've got some outstanding football players. And like I said, we just are more controlling on the things that we can control, and that's us on offense and and limiting penalties and turnovers. If we do that, I feel like we have a chance.
By the way, speaking of a chance, John Wood, a winner out of the gate. Brody Gronwald with 15 points on the night. John Wood now 1-0. Tomorrow, best overtime of the year right here, 10:30. So much football, so much cross country, so much goodness. You'll freak. We'll see you then.